All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a beautiful Writing Sprint Thursdays with your host, myself, Doug Lansborough, here for Dabble. How's it going, everyone? I see the chat's already a bumping. As always, we're on deck for 3 20-minute sprints with a 5 minute break in between each one, starting with this 5 minute introduction. You'll find all the links to the sprints down below me in the description. But because I'm a nice guy, because I'm borderline a saint, I'll pop the first link in the chat as well. let me let me scroll through and see who's here. I see that NJ and Bernadette and Aaron and TW are here, and Bill's here, and Ashley stopped by but has Macaton training. Macaton. I don't know what that is, but Ashley, if you're still listening, good luck with your training. All the best. Thanks for stopping in. Kio's here. Hello, and Linda. Hello, Christina. Hello, Danny. Hello, and Shelly. Hello, everybody. Let me keep scrolling here. I think I've got everyone who said hey today. How are we doing? I feel like I'm still okay. Full disclosure, I'm still adjusting to Thursday sprints. It feels weird to me to be here right now. Not that it feels bad, and I'm excited to write with you, and I'm glad that I get to hang out with you, but it still feels a little bit weird. Like Wednesdays feel empty right now. So I'm a little thrown off. So let me know how you're doing. Let me know how St. Douglas of Landsborough is doing. And Rosalinda's here. Rosalinda forgot it was Thursday. That's the other thing. When you do something every week at the same time for a year, you start kind of gauging your week around that thing, or at least it becomes part of the schedule that you subconsciously keep. And so writing sprint still in my head marks the middle of the week. Okay, we've gone through half the week. We have half the week left to go. No, I have, like, 1 day and like 3 hours after we're done here of working week left, which is great, actually. Athena's been doing character arc work. I don't know if I said hi to Athena before, but welcome. I'm glad that you've been doing character arc work, but I'm extra glad you're able to write again. That's awesome. Keo, this is a benefit. I will say this goes on the pros list and the pros and cons. That Keo doesn't work on Thursdays, so we get to hang out. Perfect. Um, Linda's had a stressful 2 weeks of exams. I guess, is it exam? It's been a long time since I had to write an exam. So I sympathize for you, but I don't even know if I can empathize with you anymore, because that part of my life is just gone. Susan's here as well. Welcome. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been revising my own story, mostly doing the read through, and I'm still doing it because I'm a slow reader and it's a long, long book. But I've decided today I want to dust off the chops, and I know I made a promise to you all. I made a promise to my wife, no more first drafts. So I'm writing some nonfiction stuff, some writing resource stuff. So that should be fun. I'm excited for that. I do have a Dugget lined up for you, but that will have to wait until after the first sprint. That's your reward for 20 minutes of hard work, is that you get my opinionated take on something. And it's not even like a hot take today. It's not something spicy. Like, I've popped off before. I've gotten impassioned before. This one's a little more tame, but I think it's still important. So Linda saying university's a struggle. Honestly, I will say I miss university quite a bit, and I don't know if it's a combination of like all your friends are around, and you don't have like bills to pay. Well, you do have bills to pay, and like I worked full time through university, right? But somehow it just felt a lot different. I could also stay up later than like 10:30 and not be cranky the next morning. So God, I remember in university one time I stayed up until I heard birds chirping outside, and I'm like, okay, we're never doing this again. And lo and behold, I haven't, because that ruined my sleep schedule for a little bit. I'll try and come up with a hot take, Dugget, then, because the people are getting mad here. There's riots revolting. Uh, um, NJ's asking about other kinds of sections on Dabble. Let's chat about that afterwards. Comes to that kind of front matter stuff, we don't have the capacity right now. Oh, I don't even have my screen up. I hear the beeping. It's time to get a writing. Happy writing, everyone. I'll see you in 20 minutes. All right, everyone. That is our first sprint of the day done. How'd that go? Uh let's see what's going on in the chat here. Wait, are we getting okay, so too many people here. Too many people are looking at the screen instead of writing. So I must say, Linda, Bernadette, great job. Aaron, Shelly, Danny, Rosalinda, Susan, Bill, great job, everyone. Awesome work there. You other people reading my work while it's on the screen, or the reason I have anxiety. I don't think I have anxiety. No, I'm confident I don't have anxiety. I shouldn't sugarcoat that. And nor do I actually mind you staring at the screen. Venus, go watch. Look what you've done. Specifically, Keo and Renee. You people you're funny. Berlin's here, joined us. Fantastic. Let me keep scrolling down here. Brianna got 605 words. Awesome. And NJ saying, to be fair, you can save it and read it later as well. And if you do, I'm flattered. I am okay. So a little Keel saying, why do you assume I can't multitask? You cannot read what I'm writing while you're writing your work at the same time. um and I appreciate all the love coming in from the chat here. I am working on something right now. I'm working on something for myself, like not a Dabble educational piece, but something that I'm working on from Doug to people, like to writers. So that's like as much as I can say now, because I don't want to give away the plot too early. But it is like, it's specifically about fantasy. It is educational. And it's just something that I'm working on. So so yes, thank you for being interested. I do appreciate it. It makes me, I have such a cool role. I have such a privileged opportunity here to do what I do, and it's very cool. So I appreciate you all being here and being so excited. Athena has two screens, so you can multitask, and Linda has my screen and music coming from the speaker and writing on the other screen. I get it. When it is done, when whatever I'm working on is done, I will of course let you know. And it isn't just a Dabble Academy thing, but like I said, a Doug thing. So that's all I have to say about that. But kind of tied to that topic, the Dugget that I teased before is I don't want to say I had this realization, but I had this thought. I'm listening to the Faithful and the Fallen series by John Gwynne, which is some of his earliest work. And it's good. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. The first book in that series really dragged for the first half, and the only reason I actually stuck with it is because the characters were so compelling and engaging and interesting. And I'm listening to this just coming off of listening to Empire of the Dawn, which is the third book in the Empire of the Vampire series by Jay Kristoff. And they are both fantasy. Empire of the Dawn, I'd say, is dark fantasy. Faithful and the Fallen is more epic fantasy. And so there's tonal difference and whatnot. But I realized the other day when I was listening to how John Gwynne writes sword fights, and someone here said it, that he makes you feel the sword fights. The rest of his writing isn't nearly as ornate or descriptive or over the top as Jay Kristoff's, but I still really, really like it. And I just found that really interesting to give active thought to, and that I really enjoy both of these stories, but they are told so drastically differently. Like the very writing itself, the prose that these two authors use is so very different. And I thought that's cool, right? That you can be in the same genre, in neighboring subgenres, a lot of overlap between them, and write completely differently and still be considered very good work by somebody, me, right? Someone. So yeah. Taught myself to write without looking at the screen. Keel, you're killing me. Okay, Bernadette recently discovered the Black Company and Cushiel's Dart. Rediscovered. Sorry. Okay, excellent. Oh, I hear the beeping. What the heck's going on? I was too busy yapping. Okay. Well, I'll catch up on the chat when we're back in 20 minutes. It's sprint time, everyone. Happy writing. All right, and that is our second sprint of the day done. Let's see how we're doing in the chat there. Linda got 401 words. Awesome, awesome. Let's see. CW saying I was trying to do some Doug homework. Is the Avatar: The Last Airbender a cartoon or a series? It is technically both. They just did a live action version. That was good. Like I was happy to see it, but the cartoon, you gotta watch the cartoon to get the full and best experience. It's tough because I think the first season is all like a square aspect ratio, right? It's from the early 2000s, so it's not high def, but it is. Oh, it's worth it. Oh, it's so good. Danny got 198, Athena 633, Christina 792, Shelly 276, Bill 349, Brianna 547, Bernadette 150. That time with some dog aggro. Rain is teaching myself to write by dictation since you screwed up your wrists, but it's so hard. I've tried dictation a couple of times, and it's not my favorite. It is tough. It is awkward. It's uncomfortable. And like anything, it's a skill, right? So you get better at it with practice, and I have not put in the time to get better at it. And NJ saying live action will only make sense for Avatar if you see the original, which is true. Yeah. Susan got 52 words, got distracted elsewhere, but hey, you got 52 words. And Renee got 215 words of backstory. That's awesome. Awesome. Berlin got 100 words, which not very inspired right now, but still 100 more. I did see, speaking of Avatar, but the different Avatar, the new Avatar movie, Fire and Ash, last night. My wife and I went for a 3-hour movie date because it was a long movie. And I am happy to say that I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I mean, we rewatched the other two, and I forgot how much I enjoyed them. But some really cool, really, it's just beautiful, first of all, beautiful and wondrous and full of amazing world building, which we all know I'm a big fan of. But yeah, a very, very entertaining movie. So I strongly recommend, if you can sit in a theater for 3 hours, go ahead and check out the new Avatar. Kia, we were talking about The Last Airbender, and then I just mentioned the new Avatar. NJ saying, don't bother with Legend of Korra. I never actually finished all of Legend of Korra. And I'm going to be honest, maybe it's because I didn't finish it. Maybe it's because I didn't see the last season or two. I didn't find it as disappointing as everyone else. I thought the setting was cool. Yeah, it's not the original, but it would never going to be. Right. And TW saying, recommend Dragon voice to text if you can afford it. Yeah, for sure. Shelly's asking, my Dabble app suddenly started squeezing and stretching the text on each line as I type. It's super annoying. I don't know why that's happening. But try closing it, try opening in a different browser. I don't know if you're using the desktop app or a browser or what have you. Try it somewhere else, clear your cookies maybe, and if it keeps happening, support at dabblewriter.com is your best friend. I should, before I forget, because I forgot to for the second one, reinforce my sainthood by sharing the link to the third sprint in the chat here. So go ahead, join me over there. Let me just get organized on my end here. After we are done here today, Hank and Abby have a fireside chat they are doing at 2 p.m. That one is, I knew the topic and it is now not in my brain. I am drawing a blank. Defining your ideal reader, which is something that you definitely want to do, especially if you're considering writing as like publishing, whether indie publishing or traditional publishing, and wanting to sell books. You want to identify your ideal reader. You can use it in advertising, you can use it in marketing, you can use it in community building, and you can just understand what it is you should be writing, and who you should be writing to. It's powerful stuff. And of course, you just get to hang out with Hank and Abby, and I think that's a grand old time. Keo, I completely agree with that statement about Korra. Absolutely. And NJ randomly wrote an urban fantasy today. Oh, look at you go. I'm a big fan, right? Urban fantasy, especially the 3 that I have out, are where I've had my most success publishing. I love reading urban fantasy. I love watching urban fantasy. But of course, with my own dark, like, serial killer clowns inserted. All right, last sprint of the day. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I will talk to you in 20 minutes. All right, everyone. That is our third and final sprint of the day done. How'd it go? How was the whole session? Again, feels weird that it's Thursday. Like it's almost the weekend, which is exciting, but like not used to it. Not used to it. Christina got 1150 that time around. That's fantastic. Linda got 273. That's awesome. You're happy with today's session, which is fantastic. That's what I love to see. Um, Renee got some damn fine character arc building in that one. Excellent. Uh, Bernadette got some bestie phone call aggro. First the dog, then the bestie. I think I got 612 for 1.8k ish over the course of the whole thing. That's awesome. Danny got 303, fantastic. Shelly 300, awesome, awesome. And you finished the short story. You're doing excellent, Bernadette. Keo did some world building. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great work, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I don't think I have anything really else to add before I send you on your way to either go write some more, go do chores or work, or look after your kids or something, or go join Hank and Abby for a fireside chat. You can find that on our channel. It's starting in 14 minutes. Before you go, if you could hit that thumbs up button, give me a little like on this video, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, make sure you're subscribed. I will see you over at W Campus. I posted for W Academy. I posted a World Building Wednesday lesson yesterday that is a little bit different than the kind of stuff that we've been posting for it the last couple months, but I think is really powerful stuff. So if you haven't checked it out, I actually haven't looked to see how it's been received. So maybe everyone in W Academy hates it, and I haven't seen yet. But maybe I'll go swing by there after this to see what's up. But thanks for joining me today. Thanks for writing alongside me. I myself got almost 2,400 words written, and I couldn't have done it without you. So thank you very much. Have yourself a fantastic weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye, everyone.